ashver.com.
Hello and welcome to ashver.com. You are watching an interesting and informative video on natural ways to treat cold sores, canker sores and mouth ulcers.
Please read the disclaimer carefully.
Natural remedies for cold sore and mouth ulcers. Cold sores and mouth ulcers are very common and can happen at any time. They are not quite the same thing, but the symptoms, causes and look of cold sores and mouth ulcers can be very similar. Most of the time they just go away by themselves, however there are times when they seem to linger. One symptom they both have in common is the pain. The pain of cold sores and mouth ulcers can be excruciating, and people that suffer from them on a regular basis often describe the main symptom as their mouth being on fire. One of the main differences is that mouth ulcers are normally slower to heal and cold sores do most of the time clear up quicker. If what you first thought to be a cold sore does not clear up within a couple of days, you more than likely have a mouth ulcer. Why do we get cold sores and mouth ulcers? There are several reasons why we suffer from both types of mouth problems. Cold sores often seem to be more common around the cold and flu season, and this is mainly down to a reduced immune system. When the immune system is busy fighting a cold or flu, it gives the herpes virus the chance to raise its ugly head. The herpes simplex virus is behind most outbreaks of cold sores and can also sometimes be behind mouth ulcers as well. Mouth ulcers can however be caused by other problems such as bacterial infections in the mouth. Mouth ulcers are actually more common than we think. The main issue is that we presume we have a cold sore when in fact we have a mouth ulcer. There are actually 3 different categories of mouth ulcers. 1 minor ulcers, which measures up to 8 mm. 2 major ulcers, which is deeper and larger. A major ulcer is often ridged and deep. 3 herpetiform ulcers. Herpetiform ulcers is formed by many small ulcers and can fuse into one large ulcer. Most of the time mouth ulcers are not caused by the herpes simplex virus. There are many reasons for mouth ulcers appearing, and even though they are very unpleasant, they are not contagious. At the same time, it is worth bearing in mind that an ulcer or cold sore caused by the herpes simplex virus is contagious, so perhaps it is best to avoid kissing or more intimate contact for a while. The herpes simplex virus can also manifest itself on the genital. The most common factor behind a mouth ulcer is smoking, so if you are a regular sufferer you should consider giving up smoking. Other common triggers are stress, anxiety, hormonal changes, bacterial infections and food triggers. There are various food triggers which cause mouth ulcers, however the most common are coffee, chocolate, strawberries, wheat flour, tomatoes, oranges and peanuts. Mouth ulcers triggered by food suggest that you may have an food intolerance and should avoid the food which is causing the problem. Wheat flour is a very common cause of mouth ulcers, and so are oranges. Oranges are full of vitamin C, which boosts the immune system, but along with tomatoes and strawberries they are also very acidic. Apples and raspberries are better alternatives. Mouth ulcers can also be caused of vitamin B group deficiency and everyday drugs such as ibuprofen plus aspirin. They have also been linked to beta blockers. Medical conditions which cause mouth ulcers are arthritis, celiac disease and Crohn's. Cold sores. Cold sores are linked to a reduced immune system and can happen any time when your immune system is under attack. They are more common during the winter and also experienced by sufferers of chicken pox and regular sore throats. They are very contagious and must be treated with the utmost respect. If you suffer from cold sores on a regular basis, your first port of call should be your immune system, and you need to find out what you can do to boost your immune system. Cold sores can appear on the lips as well as in the mouth. The skin infection impetigo is not a cold sore, but it can often be seen around the mouth. How to treat cold sores and mouth ulcers. The treatment for both cold sores and mouth ulcers is very similar. Dealing with the actual sore or ulcer is important as well as boosting your immune system. The treatment is very individual as there are so many different triggers, and it is important to find out what has caused the problem. Cold sores are almost always linked to colds and other virus infections, but can also occur when undergoing certain medical treatments such as chemotherapy. If you are undergoing chemotherapy, you should always avoid acidic fruit and vegetables. Try sticking to cruciferous vegetables, and the humble apple is a good fruit along with dried prune. Avoid spicy food, this can irritate the sensitive membranes in the mouth and can inflammation. Honey, nature's antiseptic. This is a very safe and quick way to clear up cold sores. Brush a bit of honey on the cold sore several times during the day. It stops the virus in its tracks and soothes pain. Honey is also a very effective treatment for mouth ulcers. Chamomile mouthwash. Make your own special mouthwash using chamomile tea. Strong chamomile tea will last at least 2 days unless you store it in the sunshine. Rinse your mouth with cold chamomile tea several times a day. The active ingredient in chamomile is bisabolol, which helps to heal and has antimicrobial properties. Chamomile is also strongly anti-inflammatory. Rest. Cold sores can make you feel very tired, and it is important to rest. The herpes virus responds very well to rest. Boost your immune system. One of the best herbal remedies for a stronger immune system is echinacea. Purchase a good tincture, drink the terms, or buy a herbal supplement. Echinacea is a very precious herb and should not be used all the time as it can become ineffective. St. John's wort. If you have very painful mouth ulcers or cold sores, consider investing in St. John's wort. It is a good painkiller and antiviral treatment. It can be purchased as tincture or as a tea. It is available as a herbal supplement, however this is not as good as the tea or tinctures when it comes to problems in the mouth. Use a rinse, or the tincture can be applied directly to the problem area. Lemon balm. Lemon balm is also a very effective herb. It is easy to use, and if you buy it fresh it is better. Simply pour hot water on the lemon balm and allow it to cool. Rinse your mouth with the cool solution several times a day. Lemon balm is both antibacterial and antiviral. Gargling with lemon balm solution is a good remedy for regular sore throat. Apples. Apples are very rich in vitamin C, which an excellent antioxidant. It can be painful to eat a whole apple, so consider shredding the apple. Here's a top tip dash. Baked apple topped with cinnamon can be an excellent remedy for cold sores. Cinnamon can treat both virus and yeast infections. Salt is also a natural disinfectant and can be used as a mouth washington. Liquorice tinctures. There are finally some great tinctures based on licorice on the market. Apply the tincture directly to the cold sore or mouth ulcer. Do it several times per day, and you may even want to put a few drops in a glass of water which you can sip throughout the day. If your cold sore or mouth ulcer persists, it is important to see a doctor or a dentist. St. John's wort should be used with caution if receiving treatment with antidepressants or taking sleeping tablets. Thank you for watching this interesting and informative video. This channel offers motivational, inspirational, valuable and informative videos to soothe, cleanse and inspire your health, mind, body and spirit. You can find a lot of interesting videos on wide range of topics here. Stay tuned and keep watching.